at the Pennefather River.
At the river? At the river.
Yes.
Heading in. Oh, better put in full drive. That's better. Bit rough. Alright, well, we're day tripping today out to Penny like we always do. The jolly big fat man comes tomorrow, so we thought we'd come out, do a quick little beach mission. Let's have a bit of a look. Wouldn't mind maybe one fresh fish. We have some redfish from our East Coast trip still in the freezer, but one fresh fish, maybe a mackie or a queenie. We might do some nummus or a bit of ceviche, something like that. We get a mackie, maybe some sashimi. Wow! The kids have been driving me insane at home. School holidays, so I thought, what better way, Christmas Eve, let's head out to the beach. So we've come out to Penny, we've just parked up here, look at it, beautiful day. What do you got? What's in there?
Fish.
Fish. So we come out, we did a few casts in the little lagoon, got a few mullet. Got them out here. Arizona wants her fishing rod. You gonna catch a big one?
Yes.
Stand up. No better way to spend Christmas Eve in far north Queensland than sitting on the beach. It's bloody hot out here. We've been getting storms a fair bit lately, so the road's pretty wet. But we have the entire beach to ourselves. We haven't seen a single soul today, so pretty bloody good if you ask me. Then we get to see the big fat man come tonight. You reckon Santa's gonna bring Dad some new rods? Hope so. Well, you see all the glitz and the glam of it all. You see the island hopping, you see the day trips. What you don't see is the bloody arguing, the bickering. There's families out there everywhere, traveling all over Australia, that they do it tough, you know. Kids fight, they argue. You don't see it on social media, you don't see that, you know. There's so many traveling families that just post all those good bits and, oh, our kids don't bicker and argue. Oh, my two are driving me mental today, absolutely bananas. And this is why, right? This is exactly why they're doing it. Two kids that have just been going non-stop for the last week. They're so bloody tired. I'm gonna leave the aircon on in the ute. Gonna flick a line in here for a little while they kick back and relax and give me a bit of peace. Love the little grommets to death, but God, they drive me mental. Oh, check this out, little shark right here. Hopefully with those polarized sunnies you can see him just cruising, just a little bull here, a little black tip. Don't really know what he was, but thereabout. Let's get the rods out. Well, anyone that watches Outerline Adventures would know Adam and Sezzy, absolute legends. We caught up with them here at Penny. Well, you would have seen on their videos that they banged some absolute unreal barra. You know, they had a massive school of barra, about 100, maybe more, sitting up in the shallow, something similar to this. I'm not going to give away Adam's secret little honey hole, but what I will say is you can get there by foot, and it's not too far from here. So if the kids wake up in a better mood, we may go on a little walking mission. I wouldn't mind a mud crab. I've seen a couple of little fellas, couple of little jennies just cruising the shallows along through here. So I've got the spear with me. We might do a little walking mission. Would be good for a chili mud crab tomorrow for Chrissy. That'd be bloody unreal. Hopefully you're probably not going to see, but just at the tip of my finger, just there's a massive manta ray. I wouldn't mind a mud crab. Mud crab. I've seen a couple of little fellas. Hopefully you're probably not going to see, but just at the tip of my finger, just there. Oh, well, this muddy right here. He's gonna follow. Muddy right here. He's gonna follow. So it wasn't until I got home and watched this footage back that I actually seen the mud crab. Even after seeing that small mud crab in the shallows flutter out completely in front of that big buck mud crab, I still didn't see it. If that was a croc, I'd be gone. Pennefather River, it is absolutely top of our list on the west coast of Cape York. So close to Weipa, such an easy little spot, but it's just teeming with life. This place is absolutely full of marine life. Hopefully, might get close to this big, oh, he's still there too. Hopefully I can get close enough to this big manta ray to give you a look at him. He's pretty good size. Wait for him to come back up again. He's sort of just there somewhere. Can't see now, I took my bloody sunnies off. You know, there's quite a few crocs in this system, and that in itself just tells you how healthy this system is, you know. A couple of big crocs getting around, manta rays, sharks, the schools of fish here are insane. Look at this queenie right here at my feet. Like, not many places in Australia that you can go where that's 20 minutes from your backyard. Oh man, hope you guys can see that. This little log in the water here. There is so many fish just sitting on it. They're all majority of them are whiting, but there's a few mullet and a few bone herring in there as well. So hopefully, because they're up holding so high up on these rocks, hopefully there's some bigger fish just sitting out off the top of them. I'm just turning the chest mount around so you can see me, but I'm gonna start flicking around a bit, see if we can find a few. How's that? So all those whiting you can see, they're actually like legal eating size, perfect little fillets. This fella is going to be a little strip bait. I'm going to chuck him on, see if I can't get a jack or something on a flesh bait. So I don't really feel like filleting a little fish like that. I mean, I got trout and red emperor in the freezer at home, but might be able to turn him into a fresh mangrove jack, hopefully. Still can't believe I nailed him on the spear though. That was pretty bloody epic if you ask me, first shot. Pretty hard to miss though when there's about 100 of them. had a flick up this way, went up into the trees and flicked all around the top of that. Come down, had a flick down this way, around them trees, all through these rocks. Didn't do any good, but where I seen all those school of fish sitting, I used a couple of live mullet. So threw a live mullet on the hand line, sent it out the back here, sort of just off the back. All those bait fish are hanging around just in the top of here. So I sent that little mullet out the back, sat him out there. I didn't see it bite, but I was obviously 100 meters that way and that way. Come back, line was still here, but the bait was gone. So I'm gonna strip out that little whiting we got. I'm gonna strip him out, throw a fleshy on and send it out the back and just sit here for 5 minutes, have a bit more of a go. If I don't get anything here, might boost back out to the mouth, have a final try there, might throw a slug or something around, see if we can't get a mackie. And then I reckon it's time to start moseying on out of here. Hoping that those storms are gonna roll over today. I don't know if you can see, it's just starting to build out here. See it out over the water here. It is wet season at the moment and it's bloody good. Everything is so green, so lush. Finally starting to get all that water up and about. Swamps are starting to fill up, starting to push a little bit of water down through the creeks as well. Archer River, east coast is shut, so hopefully a couple more big storms, get those swamps up, get those creeks up and give everything a flow. Might start flushing a few crabs up out of the mangroves too, start doing a bit better crabbing. Hopefully 2 more weeks, we've got the tinny going. We've got a name, haven't told the person. So I did put it out on our Instagram a while ago and said, you know, if someone could come up with a name for our boat and we used it, we'd give them a shirt. So there is a lucky winner. We haven't let them know yet. We're gonna do a big reveal. We've got the whole wrap planned out. Guys over at Unfamiliar have hooked us up with a wrap design. It's pretty cool. We like it. So the new little tinny rat. Can't wait to see that thing out and about. We've got a motor. We've got a trailer 90% complete. Still waiting on the axles. They're lost in transit somewhere. I've been waiting almost 5 weeks for those now. So fingers crossed they're here before New Year's, but we'll see how we go. Let's strip this fella out. One little gremlin is awake. What'd you just ask me, Xander?
Can Santa watch our videos?
Can Santa watch our videos? Well, I reckon tonight when we put the cookies out for Santa and the carrots for his reindeer, we might leave the TV on and he can watch one of our episodes when he drops your presents off. How about that? What episode is he going to watch? We'll leave the East Coast episode on. Maybe he'll raid our freezer and take some of our fillets. He might take some of our trout home with him. I don't reckon they catch trout in the North Pole. Oh, it's bloody peaceful out here, other than the fact that I've got a cruiser running in the background, but look at this. This is what it's all about, just kicking back on the creek bank, enjoying our backyard, really. It's hard to fathom that, you know, we can come here and it takes us 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever it takes. We can just drive straight here, pull up, spend the day and go home. You know, Aboriginals and the traditional people of these lands, they've been coming here for 20,000 years. Imagine what it was like back in the day, you know, it's so pristine, so beautiful, so much marine life here right now. Even after commercial fishermen come through, the crabbers, pro mackie boats, the barramundi fishermen, like, this place is still just absolutely amazing. Like it feels untouched. Like, so many people come here, but it just feels untouched. It still feels so remote. I have such a passion for the land and what it is, you know. I have so much respect for the elders and the traditional people of the land. They just know the seasons inside out. They've been here for so long. They have such big connection to their land, and even though we've got the big boat and the ute that makes it pretty easy, imagine 20,000 years ago when you had to walk 20 k's across that bushland. It'd be insane. You know, we've got shoes, shirts to keep the mozzies away, hats, sunglasses, guns. Just makes it so easy for the modern day hunter, the original traditional hunters. You know, they carve a canoe out of the tree, use a spear, they'd just float through these edges here, exactly like I just did along here. That's why there's such big areas of closed off area in the Cape. You know, their traditional hunting lands, their pippy mittens, you know, where they would go and they would feast and they would just eat, and that was survival for them. There was no shops, there was nothing for the Aboriginals back then. It was just, I was brought up in the wrong era. I think that should have been me back then. I would have been a happy man. What do you reckon, darling? Do you like going to the shop and getting lollies, or do you like coming out here and catching fish?
Catching fish.
Catching fish. Oh, look at the shark in the water there, look. Look at him chasing the fish. See him just here, look. Righto, let's go back out the front. Bit of a westerly starting to push through now. It might be a bit windy out the front, but that's all right. Let's cruise out there and have a look. The second little grommet's awake. You awake? You ready for round 2?
Yeah.
Yes. Looks like an absolute grub. Look at it. Round 2. Let's go out the front. We might pull up. Might even put some shade out. We'll get the table out and we might have some lunch.
Yeah. And the cookies.
Mum made shortbread cookies.
Yeah.
And we've got chicken wraps. So let's get out there and kick back on the beach.
Back. Dad, are we gonna put the cheese out? Oh, Dad!
You got a lollipop. Lollipop and fruit. So we come down a little bit further out towards the mouth, but still inside the creek, so we're a little bit protected from that wind. Found ourselves a nice little shady tree. Time for a picnic. Even when Mum's not here, she always makes us lunch. And we've got a bit of cut up fruit, got some chicken wraps if we get a bit more hungry. And we've got cold cordial in the Yeti as well. Oh, just short one.
Look at all those chickens.
All those chickens, look at them all.